Shalom, more crazy. How about you now? Shout out the line to the Apostle GMS. This Nawala coming at you with another video. And I'm gonna continue this series that I was doing on the tribe of Asher. Because as we know, Asher, the people from Colombia, Uruguay, okay, which is South America, as you can see here on this map of South America. And Asher comes from the word Ashar, meaning happy, and they're very happy people. And I went into that on the first episode, on the first part, and on the second part. And now I'm on the third part of this series. And basically what I'm mainly going into is the different manners, the customs, the etiquette of the people of different regions of South America. Primarily I'm focusing on like Colombia, Brazil, and Bolivia, because as you can see on this map, there are several countries that I can't give you information on every one, but I'll be here for a long time. So I was gonna give you basically like an overview, into their etiquette, because the way that they treat one another is the way they treat one another in such a polite manner is one of the reasons why the country is so happy. It's the etiquette, the manners and the customs, and how they treat one another as they would want themselves to be treated, as is mentioned in the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 12. And as long as those customs are kept, those etiquette is kept, it keeps people happy. How would you feel if someone came in your house and didn't have proper manners? You'd be unhappy, wouldn't you? Okay then. So let's go to where we was at before. I'll be going to some scriptures here and there, but I'm mainly just gonna be reading a lot of information. So I ended right here on the side where it says what to wear. I'm gonna go right here. Titles. The formal way to greet a man is señor and señora for women. Single women and younger women should be greeted as señorita. Business cards. So it gives you this is different types of manners etiquette. This is business culture and practice. It says business cards are exchanged during introductions with everyone at a meeting. It is advisable, although not required, to have the other side of your business card translated into Portuguese. Present your business card with the Portuguese side facing the recipient. Business appointments are required and can you know what? I don't gotta read I don't gotta read the whole thing here on business. I'm not gonna read the whole thing here on business. I'm gonna put it all. I'm just gonna scroll down through it, so just in case you brothers want to read it, y'all can read it yourselves. I'll read a little bit more. I'll go ahead in meetings. Business appointments are required and can often be scheduled on short notice. However, it is best to make them 2 to 3 weeks in advance. In Sao Paulo and Brasilia, it is important to arrive on time for meetings. In Rio de Janeiro and other cities, it is acceptable to arrive a few minutes late for a meeting. Confirm the meeting in writing. It is not uncommon for appointments to be canceled or changed at the last minute. Meetings are generally rather informal. Negotiating, it says, do not rush them or appear impatient. Often people you negotiate with will have decision-making authority. Use the help of local lawyers and accountants for negotiations. And it gives you something about management. It says always be prepared to build positive relationships with those with whom you are working. Relationships are essential to Brazilians. Now these are different customs in Brazil. Now let's go here. Okay. This is Brazil. There's some website called the Diplomat, eDiplomat. Yeah, eDiplomat.com. It says Brazil. I'm gonna go to I'll read from the top on down. The people, Brazilians are friendly and free-spirited with an incredible zest for life. They are very risk-oriented and very creative. Predominantly Roman Catholics, 73%. Families are large and often include extended family members. Family, educational, and socioeconomic backgrounds are important to Brazilians. Meeting and greeting. Take time to greet and say goodbye to each person present. Women kiss twice, once on the cheek if they are married. Single women add a third kiss. Body language. Physical contact is a part of simple communication. Touching arms, elbows, and backs is very common and acceptable. Brazilians also stand extremely close to one another. Do not back away. So if you back away from somebody, from a Brazilian person when they're speaking to you, that's looked at as disrespectful. These are different customs and traditions that they have, which is what makes people continue to make them happy. The OK sign is considered very rude and vulgar. The thumbs up gesture is used for approval. Wiping your hands together means it doesn't matter. Clicking a tongue and shaking a head indicates disagreement or disapproval. Corporate culture. Your personality and ability to establish strong personal and business relationships is important to the success of your business endeavor. Brazilians will do anything for friends, hence the expression, for friends, everything, for enemies, the law. Relationships are more important than a legal document in business. Meetings are conducted at a casual, unhurried pace. Don't get right down to business. Engage in conversation first. Doing business with Brazilians requires face-to-face communication. You'll be able to do only limited business by phone, fax, or email. Some facts may not be completely accurate during the early stages of business negotiations. Brazilians expect some initial hype and will passionately argue their points, slowly and gradually making concessions to try to maintain consistency in your new negotiating team. Always get a written agreement with starting date, time and delivery, payment details, etc. Bill in advance. Presentation should be expressive and have some flair. Stay at a first-class hotel. Appearances count. Hire a Brazilian contact, despachante from your industry to introduce you to the right people. He or she will be invaluable to your success. Hire a local accountant and a lawyer to help you with contract issues. Brazilians may resent an outside legal representative. Make appointments 2 weeks in advance. Don't drop in on business and government offices without an appointment. You see how it mentions some of the stuff on the last page. Do not plan to make a business visit or schedule any appointments during holidays and festivals. Dining and entertainment. Always entertain in the prestigious restaurant. Be prepared for lengthy meals, 2 hours or more for lunch. Do not discuss business during meals unless your host brings it up. Business may occasionally be discussed at dinner in Sao Paulo or Rio. Brazilians always wash their hands before eating and rarely touch food with their hands. Use a knife or a fork for everything, even fruit. You always use a napkin while eating or drinking. Using toothpicks in public. See that? Let me get a scripture real quick. Sirach 31:16. Eat as it becometh a man, those things which I set before thee, and devour note, lest thou be hated. So it says, eat what's in front of you. Remember we went here, right here, on the website going into Colombia, and the part where it says dining and etiquette, it says it is polite to try everything you are given. See, it is polite to try everything you are given. And here in Sirach 31:16 it says, eat as it becometh a man, those things which I set before thee. You know, now obviously if it's something unlawful, you don't eat it, but that's a part of the custom to eat what's put before you. Okay. Look at this word here. Alright, let me go back. So continuing on, let's go where we left off at. Where were we? Here. I just want to look that word up, just in case I got to go into it. It says, Brazilians always want. I read that part. Using toothpicks in public is not acceptable unless you cover your mouth with your other hand. See, even in Brazil, using toothpicks in public are not even acceptable unless you cover your mouth with your hand. When inviting Brazilians to a dinner party, do not suggest that your guests bring food or drink. Do not expect them to arrive on time, and never indicate a time that the party will end. And like that here in America, you can go to somebody's party and you don't suggest them to bring anything. You go now here in America, oh, somebody had a party, make sure you bring something. You the one throwing the event, you know. Be on time, you know. To beckon the waiter, hold up the index finger of your right hand and quietly say, "Go calm." To request the check, say, "A canta por favor." Waiters generally don't bring checks until they are requested. See, the whole customs of etiquette is different out there. Dress. Appearance counts. Your clothing will reflect upon you and your company. Brazilian women dress sexy in all situations, whether business, formal, or casual. For women who want to blend in should avoid wearing formal, conservative attire. Shoes should be stylish, polished, and well kept. Nails should be manicured. In business situations, men should wear conservative dark suits, shirts, and ties. 3-piece suits indicate executives. 2-piece suits indicate office workers. Women should wear feminine dresses, suits, and pantsuits, and avoid dressing like a man. Gifts. Gifts are not important in establishing a business relationship, and people won't accept gifts in the first few contacts. A very expensive gift may be viewed as a bribe. Present a gift at a social meeting. Do not during a formal business meeting. Give good quality whiskey, wine, coffee table books, and name brand pens. Gifts your counterparts' children. Gifts for your counterparts' children will be appreciated. Send flowers before and after visiting, or after visiting someone's home for dinner. Okay, so their customs out there is different. Um, there's most a lot. As you can see, there's a lot more stuff here I could read. Let's see. Helpful hints. Don't assume that the self-made business person is admired in Brazil. Inherited wealth and a good family background are much more desirable. See that? I'm gonna go down. Soccer, football, family. Brazil's beautiful beaches and the country's rapid growth are all appropriate conversation topics. Politics, poverty, religion, Argentina considered a rival, and the deforestation of Brazil are not. Personal topics such as age, salary, and marital or job status are also unacceptable. Brazilians are expressive and passionate conversationalists. Be prepared to be interrupted. Don't smoke in public. Federal law bans smoking in public places. So even in Brazil, federal law bans smoking in public places. This is unless like you at your own home or something like that. But the law bans public in certain places. I'm sorry, in public places. They ban smoking. These are all manners and etiquette and customs out there in Brazil, which have kept maintains the people maintains happiness among the people. This is the region of South America, Colombia, Uruguay, where the tribe of Asher is located. Um, it's more stuff I can read here. It's especially for women. I'll jump down. Brazilian women are very aggressive in both their business and personal lives. Foreign women will usually have no problem doing business in Brazil. However, some people are still conservative in this regard. Be careful not to ruin the business deal by being cool and too professional. It is traditional to invite someone for a drink after work. This is not a come on. Especially for men, Brazilian women can be very aggressive romantically and forward to the point of harassment. Don't be surprised if you are in a restaurant or nightclub and a woman sends you a note asking for your phone number, even if you are with your wife or girlfriend. Damn. Foreign men traveling to Brazil should be very cautious when dealing with Brazilian women. If you don't want the attention, be cordial, but keep your distance. Don't be overly friendly. Like I said, but it's going into a couple of customs here and there. And when I read something and a scripture comes to my mind, I'll bring it out. This is let's see, somebody got their fucking dog out, man. Come on, man. It's truly Satan. Let me go around. It says Brazil is from what they call www.brazil.org. It says the communication style of Brazilian locals is usually relaxed and fairly informal. As you read out, I could read a little paragraph up there. I don't gotta read it. I'll read it. It says Brazil is a fascinating country, especially in terms of its rich culture, history, and heritage. The following customs and features are part of its diverse culture. I read the first part. It says during the conversation, it is not uncommon to be interrupted, as this is not perceived as being rude. Brazilians are quite direct in their manner of speaking, as well as in what they say. When communicating, locals will often touch one another lightly and stand close together. This applies even when two women are talking or when a man and woman are in conversation. Do not mistake this for flirtation or inappropriate behavior. People working in service provisions such as construction workers, nurses, and house cleaners will often avoid eye contact with those perceived to be above them in social status. Colleagues and friends will, however, usually maintain direct eye contact. Making brief eye contact with strangers is acceptable and commonplace. People working, I read that part already. It says punctuality, read about punctuality. See, look at it right here. It says, a close friendship is indicated by rubbing the two index fingers together. Sucking your thumbs up indicates approval, while thumbs down represents unhappiness and disapproval. Let me go into that real quick. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let me go back. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Alright, hold that right there. Right here it says little quick scripture, because it says right here it says um people working in service provisions such as construction workers, nurses, or house cleaners will often avoid eye contact with those perceived to be above them in social status. Colleagues and friends will, however, usually maintain direct eye contact. Making brief contact with strangers is acceptable and commonplace. Okay, here you go. Colleagues and friends will, however, usually maintain direct eye contact. So if they have a friend or colleague, or if the person's above them socially, they'll maintain direct eye contact with them if they're like a friend. Okay, regardless of this particular social status. This is Sirach 6 and 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. And there's a friend who being let me jump down to 10. Again, some friends are companion at the table and will not continue in the day of affliction. But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants. Here you go, right here. Verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such, and one hath found a treasure. Basically, I'm going to how, because in Brazil, people who are in service provisions, they would tend to they wouldn't maintain direct eye contact with someone that's above them socially, but if that person is a friend, they will. So, that's what scripture tell you, a faithful friend is a strong defense. Because even though they're above you socially, they still maintain their direct eye contact with you, regardless if their position in society is above yours. Nothing to do with countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. Okay? I'm going to skip a couple, because I read some of these things. Check this out. Sucking your thumb indicates a feeling of being left out. Sucking your thumb between your middle and index finger, which is usually considered to be rude gesture in North America, South Africa, Australia, and Europe, is a symbol of wishing someone good luck in Brazil. Corporate women should have manicured hands. That's basically it on that. You know. So I'm gonna close this one here because it's about 15 or 18 minutes. Wow. So I'm gonna close one here. I'm gonna say shalom.